The South Today Bulletin, proudly brought to you in association with MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Tonight on the South Today, anticipation is rising for Southland anglers with the new fishing season right around the corner. Some eager shoppers brave a frosty Dunedin morning as a popular clothing brand makes its way down south. And some of Christchurch's up-and-coming hip-hop fans take centre stage using their voices as instruments. Kia ora, good evening. I'm Hannah Wilkins. Tackle boxes are being replenished and rods are being strung as southern anglers get set to catch some fish. The 2023 freshwater fishing season is just around the river bend, leaving some keen Southlanders chomping at the bit.
Hook, line and sinker, this fisherman is rearing to go for the upcoming season. Keen Southland anglers are preparing to take to the water ahead of the upcoming 2023 New Zealand freshwater fishing season. RSA Goran District Angling Club President Ron Thornton is excited to finally get his line back in the water and is encouraging people of all ages to get involved.
The Gore Angling Club is mainly meeting people and going out and doing some fishing. We do a lot of trips, we do a lot of competitions.
The Gore Town and Country Club are also reeling for a busy season, with a number of trips and competitions planned for their angling section.
Oh, just get out and do it. It's, you know, with all our spells you can always drown a worm. You'll catch something.
The New Zealand freshwater fishing season starts next month, with the Mataura River open for hooking until autumn next year. In Gore, the South Today.
Limited travel is being allowed over the Haast Pass today as work continues to clear a major slip over the highway. Waka Kotahi New Zealand Transport Agency confirmed that light vehicles, 5 tonnes or less, could travel through Makarora, allowing 2 convoys at midday and late afternoon. The Alpine Pass remained closed at Muddy Creek after a major slip last Thursday, following torrential rain battering the south. The kilometre-long slip was left around 20,000 cubic metres of debris on the Muddy Creek Bridge. Waka Kotahi is now facing criticism for allegedly taking too long to reopen the state highway, with a tourism officer regarding the pass as a lifeline for the local community. Travel through Haast Pass will have 3 daily escorts from tomorrow, with trips planned for 8 in the morning, 1 at noon and then 4:30 in the afternoon. A long queue formed down a Dunedin street as a popular fashion brand made its way to the city yesterday, with the eager shoppers sacrificing some sleep for the clothing. Apparel company Lululemon's pop-up store saw dozens waiting in the early morning frost, hoping to get their hands on a free gift.
A long line of determined shoppers patiently waiting to get into the Lululemon pop-up clothing store in Dunedin. Around 100 people queued up outside the Victoria Chambers building on Monday morning, with lines stretching all the way down Crawford Street and around the corner into Water Street. The athletic apparel company were offering a free pair of leggings for everyone that went into the temporary shop, leaving eager shoppers waiting for hours in their warm blankets and jackets.
Well, we thought we were going to be really early, but about 4:15 other people started arriving, so we were like, we thought we'd get a few hours in the car. But no.
But not everyone who lined up were cult followers of the clothing brand, with some braving the freezing cold temperatures just to support their friends.
I honestly don't have any clue. I think the girls in our flat seemed to quite enjoy it and thought that the clothing's quite nice.
Caitlin Berry-Kilger says the early start at 4 a.m. to get inside Lululemon's pop-up clothing store was definitely worth it, celebrating her new leggings by warming herself up and having an afternoon nap. In Dunedin, the South Today.
As the flowers start to bloom for spring, a group of Central Otago gardening enthusiasts are celebrating a major milestone in style.
Still blooming after a century, the Arrowtown Horticulture Society reached triple digits as they recently celebrated their 100-year anniversary. First founded in late 1923, the group celebrated the milestone at their annual Spring Flower Show. AHS President Jean Britton says she went all out for this year's show, finishing her 10-year run as the head of the society with a bang. It featured a range of different displays, from prize flower blooms to floral art, even having handcrafts and baking up for grabs, followed by a special lunch the following day. Britton says she's thrilled that the show is still going after 100 years, and with young exhibitors entering the show, she's hopeful that it will last for many more. In Arrowtown, the South Today.
A youth organisation is providing a platform for Christchurch's hip-hop community to perform on stage while having fun at the same time. Youth and Cultural Development is inviting artists from around New Zealand to join local talent at the Hip Hop Summit Festival.
These young beatboxers putting in the hours to improve their skills. Excitement is ramping in the beatboxing world as Christchurch welcomes back the Hip Hop Summit for its third year. The free annual celebration kicked off over the weekend, featuring live performances, workshops and exhibitions. Co-organiser Tommy Ninko says the event celebrates Christchurch's rich hip-hop culture, giving young people the opportunity to develop and display their talents.
We've got beatboxing, we've got breakdancing, graffiti, MCing, DJing, so all the elements of hip-hop, just bringing everyone together just to have a good time and showcase what Christchurch is all about. Homegrown talent 10A was on hand to share his beat-making and production knowledge with young wannabe musicians, using the opportunity to hone their skills.
All this looks flashy, you don't need it all, you can use your phone and just make beats.
He's done a lot of international collaborations with people, so we're very fortunate to have him here, showcase what he's all about and what he can bring in and share with the people.
Tom Ninko says there are a lot of very talented hip-hop musicians in Christchurch, even though they are mostly relatively unknown.
Beatmaking and beatboxing, they've got like their own community that we don't really know about, that people don't really get to see. So giving them a platform here at the Christchurch Hip Hop Summit, it just exposes them to another crowd, to more people, and hopefully we can just keep pushing it further.
The week-long festival wraps up on Saturday with a vibrant hub of creativity, fashion and entertainment at the Tauranga TSB area for a hip-hop market. In Christchurch, the South Today.
FIRKNA still to come on the South Today. Health and wellness is on the menu in Balclutha, and after 2 decades, ping pong players are back in the deep south for the NZ Open Champs.
All new episodes of Put Some Colour in Your Life are now screening on Channel 39. Take a look at Australian artists and the techniques they use in their studio. Put Some Colour in Your Life, Tuesdays, 7:30.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
A poorly maintained heat pump can lose up to 35% of its output. The Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner team are experts. Their specially developed chemical wash is totally biodegradable. Call Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner and get the job done by the professionals.
Aero, used by Australia's top bowlers with their unique Z-scoop grip that redefines the game. Machined with robotics for unparalleled accuracy, Aero, same line, every time.
Here at Age Concern Otago, we offer a range of services to support Otago seniors to age well with dignity and independence. We provide social work support, visiting service, health promotion and social activities. Check out what we have on offer at ageconcernotago.com.
That's the sound of prices being slashed in My Mate John's Price Attack! He's cut 20% off rugs and mirrors. There's 30 off bedsides and tall boys, 32 off TV units and lamp tables, and a whopping 45% off king beds. Plus tons more in store now. Price Attack! Only at John's Furniture Warehouse, Stafford Street, and online at mymatejahn.co.nz.
Furniture from Stafford Street and My Mate John.
Tēnā koe, welcome back. A fun-filled wellness day was held in Balclutha recently, raising much-needed awareness for mental health charities in the area.
The South Otago Town and Country Club was packed with people trying their hand at arts, crafts and even some karaoke last week. Balclutha Link Centre's Mental Health Awareness Day was all about getting people into the spirit of looking after themselves and others. Local mental health support workers are wanting people to give a range of hobbies a go and to indulge in some self-care. The Link Centre is part of the PACT group and looks to help support people with mental health and intellectual disabilities.
So as of the last couple of years, there's been a big rise in youth in our service, so hopefully in the future looking forward to having maybe a youth home or something more for the youth.
More than $800 was raised during the day, which will be split and donated to Life Matters Suicide Prevention and the I Am Hope Foundation. In Balclutha, the South Today.
It's a battle of the paddles in Southland at the moment, with hundreds of skilled ping pong players making their way to the deep south. Invercargill is hosting the Table Tennis New Zealand Open Championships, bringing it back to the city for the first time in more than 2 decades.
Lightning fast reflexes and fierce rivalries. These athletes are putting their best shots on the table. Balls are flying at the New Zealand Table Tennis Open Championships in Southland this week, with more than 250 players showcasing their skills at the ILT Stadium. It's the first time Invercargill has hosted the tournament in around 20 years. The national champs has attracted international players from the Cook Islands, New Caledonia and the United States, bringing them down to the southernmost city.
Well, usually it happens in the North Island or Christchurch, so it's really cool to, because I live in Invercargill, so just to have all people with different styles from all over the place with really good coaches, it's really cool, yeah.
The championship caters for all age ranges, hosting a senior and junior section with both team and individual matches captivating the crowd. Table Tennis New Zealand CEO Warren Ogilvie says the tournament needed a big venue to hold up to 20 tables, believing ILT Stadium was the ideal choice.
It's very important that we share the venues and the locations of these national events throughout the country, and so we've been delighted to utilise the facility here.
The 8-day event started with a serve last weekend and is set to wrap up with the senior individual finals on Sunday. In Invercargill, the South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. Southland anglers have begun replenishing their tackle boxes ahead of this year's freshwater fishing season. Determined shoppers queued outside Lululemon's pop-up store in frosty old Dunedin, hoping to score some free leggings. And Christchurch's Hip Hop Summit celebrated youth beatboxing, shining a light on local skills and talents. And now a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT, and we welcome Associate Editor Mike Houlihan. Hello Mike, what can we expect in the paper tomorrow?
Well, we've got an update on the cryptosporidium outbreak in Queenstown, which is still spreading apace, unfortunately. The accommodation sector is now rather concerned about the impact it's having on the town, particularly during school holidays, so they've got expressed some worries there.
Okay.
We've also got news of a house consent in Cromwell, which has been turned down somewhat controversially. It's rather larger than the average bear, and that's probably why. But,
okay.
We have news of an individual private bird rescue service in Dunedin, which faces closure.
Oh,
And we've got our fresh supplement being Wednesday. So lots of food and recipes there, including a preview of the Portchumma Seafood Festival.
Oh, stunning on this weekend. All right, thank you for sharing this evening, Mike.
Thank you.
More time now for a look at your weather.
The South Today weather, proudly brought to you by MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Looking at the situation, a low pressure system will move away from the South Island later today, with colder southwesterly airflow arriving on Thursday and remaining through the weekend. Heading to the top of the South Island, cloudy with southwesterlies and 14 up in Nelson tomorrow. Greymouth gets some light cloud with southeasterlies and 14, while Christchurch is showery with southerlies and up to just 10 degrees. Travelling to South Canterbury and North Otago. Prepare for a cool, cloudy day through here with light southeasterlies and highs of 11 degrees in Ashburton, Timaru and Oamaru. Heading westwards to the Central Lakes, some cloud and light winds on what will be a 12-degree day through the valleys here in Queenstown, Wanaka and Alexandra. Heading further south, light winds continue as we come down and through here with some patchy cloud about too. Highs of 12 degrees in Gore and Balclutha and up to 11 in the Catlins. Across to Invercargill, cloudy and down to 6 overnight. Tomorrow's a cloudy one with easterlies and a high of 12 degrees. Then Thursday's a bit cooler with southwesterlies, showers and up to 11 degrees. And finally, heading to Dunedin. Down to 8 and overcast tonight. Wednesday's overcast and cold with 11 degrees and changing winds, and Thursday brings more cool winds with brief showers before a sunny afternoon with 13 as the high. And that's the news this Tuesday. For the latest news and videos from the southern region, head online to odt.co.nz. You can follow Channel 39 on YouTube to catch our news bulletins on demand. And you can also follow us on Facebook. Just search for the South Today NZ to see our favourite stories from around the regions. We'll see you again tomorrow. Ka kite o pōpō.
Public interest journalism funded through New Zealand On Air.
The South Today Bulletin, proudly brought to you in association with MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists. If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a MoleMap. MoleMap is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Living Well Disability Resource Centre, a not-for-profit charitable organisation and your one-stop shop for information and resources to help you retain independence. We offer a wide range of assistive products from jar openers to mobility scooters and provide assessments for Total Mobility, the half-price taxi scheme. Come and see the friendly team. You'll find us on the corner of George and Bath Streets, ground floor of Burns House.
Every day the team at Gillian supports grieving families at their time of need, from answering your questions to organising a farewell that reflects the wishes of your loved one. We can help. Call Gillian's today.
John's Price Attack! He's cut 20% off rugs and mirrors. There's 30 off bedsides and tall boys and a whopping 45% off king beds. Plus tons more in store now.
UPVC Windows and Doors is a local Dunedin company who manufacture, install and service everything they make. Sign up this month for a free glass upgrade. Call UPVC Windows and Doors today.
Passion, drama, competition, rivalry, marketing, numbers, atmosphere, power, fight, attack,
Intuition.
Love.
Hate.
Money.
Cash.
Millionaires.
Fans.
Fans.
Fans. Fans.
And fans.
Oh boy.